Good evening again, collective. I'm here again. Oh, excuse me. Somebody trying to keep me quiet. Anyway, so today I went to the shops and I wanted to buy, a bag of like dried greens, so that I can just throw it in my my breakfast cereal or whatever, just so that like I'm topping up all the time on my green minerals and that. And then like they were just so expensive, like and like when my kids were growing up and that, I used to go out and I used to let's just go for a walk down the river or whatever and collect weeds. And, we had a lot of that. But there's a lot of weeds now that are, like they spray everything, so they spray like introduced weeds and things like that. But a lot of those introduced weeds are actually good edible weeds, greens that you can benefit from, like really good, like if it's organic, like they're not sprayed. So I was actually struggling, like trying to find much when I was out, but I just thought I would do a little video on what I'm going to do. So I actually I collected some, and I'm going to dry them out though, and I'm not going to have them as they are because I wanted to, like make a powder, like maybe for smoothies or whatever like that. So what I did get, I got some, this is, this one here, this is actually a native to here. This is a creeping saltbush. And it hasn't got much, it's a bit spindly at the moment because of the time of year. There's not a lot on it, but I'll let that dry out in the paper bag and let those little leaves drop off as it dries out, and then I'll just take the sticks out. So I'll just show you. So this is like a creeping saltbush. So it has these little berries on it, and quite often they can be red or yellow, or even pink, right? Orange, depending on what the soil is like, right? And what's in the soil I found. I had some, it's sticking to me. So you can just see the little berries. Now they're like a salty little berry. Sometimes they get a little bit bigger than that. Like these are very small because it's kind of like the end of the season. But like you can just pop them. I mean, they haven't got a lot of flesh, and they've got a rather, a lot of it is seed. But it's sweet, and I don't know, but I believe that it has. I've got some more to show. It has like a high vitamin C value to it. But yeah, when they're really like going off, like summer, they get real bushy, and it depends on where they're growing as to whether they're spindly or thick. But I couldn't find very much. This is the thing. The cooch grass down the river is just taking over everything. Now, so that's actually a native plant to here. But this one in here is the nasturtium. I mean, people would be familiar with that. It's all over the shop, right? It grows everywhere, and it's all just sprouting up new now at this time of the year. So I got some of that, quite a bit of that. And what else did I get? So I got some. This is like a wild radish. Wild radish. It's only good like when you get it really nice and soft and new like that for to eat, because it gets all yucky and prickly and so yeah, young wild radish, right? This is when it's nice and young and fleshy. Okay. What else have I got here? I got some more samphire. So You can see how it goes pink as it gets older. It gets that pink tinge to it there. Right, so I've got quite a bit of that in here. So, what else would we do? I think that's the only varieties I got. So there wasn't very much at all, you know, like I was a bit disappointed. Well, I kind of knew anyway. That's a wild radish again. But what I'm going to do, oh, I did find a toadstool. Now, I'm not sure about this fungi. I just thought that I would bring it home and just, like I said, half of it, somebody's already had a bite out of it. They're probably lying us passed out in the bush there somewhere. I just think there's some sort of fungi, you know, it's probably quite poisonous. But I just brought it home so that I could check it out and just do a little bit of research on it. So I'll just pull that out so it's not in here with the weeds, because we don't want to be eating that shit, right? Yeah, I don't think it's like a magic mushroom. I think it's probably just a death mushroom. I don't know, because I don't even know what magic mushrooms look like, because I've never done that. So yeah, but we've got a fair bit of nasturtium, we've got a fair bit of samphire, we've got some wild radish and some creeping saltbush. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to pop it all back into this paper bag, Woolies bag, and I'm just going to stick it on I'm just going to have it in there, put it in a paper bag, because, you know, it can dry out. And all these weeds can just dry out there. I'll go mix them up every day, right? Like shake them around, and I'll put them on my windowsill where it gets sunny in the morning, and shake it up every day, and just let all these leaves dry. And then I will crumble them up into like a powder, pull the sticks out, crumble them up into a powder, and put it into some jars. And then I've got some, you know, like, you know, organic greens powder. It would be good actually to be able to do some tests on it, just to see how much mineral they hold, but I think they would be rather, I should imagine they'd be rather nutritious. So what I did before, this is in what I got in here is fennel. So I dried this out before, so you can see here it's all nice and dry. So all I'm going to do is just crumple it up into, whoops, crumple it up all over the floor. I'm going to crumple that up. I'm going to do that later. I'll do it in a bowl, right? Actually, maybe I'll put it into a bowl now. Just a minute. I'll get a bowl and I'll put it in there, and then we can see it. Oh, here we are. Now we just pop it in here. Alright. Alright. So this is fennel. So this is just the bit that, you know, like when you buy the fennel bowl, or collect the fennel bowl, however you acquire it, or grow it, whatever. You get, but I just got this one from the supermarket, right? But then I just, you know, they have a few stems and leaves, and, you know, I use those. So I kept some of it, just dried it out. So I'm just crumbling it up, right? And just crumbling it up like that. And I'll pull the sticks out. And, you know, like nothing's wasted. I don't know what that leaf is. I'll take it out because I don't know what it is. So I'll take the sticks out. So I'll just let it dry out, right? And then just pull the sticks out, and then I've got this, you know, dried fennel I can use in my cooking. And, you know, like, however you like to use fennel, you know, nice on fish and soups or whatever. A garnish. Okay. So yeah, I'll just see. See, it's still quite green. It hasn't lost its nice colouring. You know, if it goes, you know, if it loses its colouring, it's probably lost its nutritional value as well. You know, so if it doesn't have the colour, then, you know, it's probably pretty worthless. But this is still nice and green, so I think, and it still smells fabulous as well. If it doesn't smell like anything, it's got nothing in it, right? If it doesn't smell and doesn't look bright in colour, you know, it's probably pretty valueless when it comes to nutritional value. Okay. So there we are. I'm just going to pop that into my jar. Because, you know, like, that was just because I let it sit there and dry out in a paper bag. I put it in a paper bag because, you know, it can dry out easily. You know, you don't put it into I put it in the jar like later on after it had already dried. I just sealed it so that it didn't lose its, you know, like its value if it's just sitting out in the open. So there we are, see? We've got the nice powder now. Fennel, a couple more sticks in there. So now I've got some dried fennel I can use in my cooking. And nothing's wasted. So I'm going to put that into a smaller jar. Well, this one was a caraway seed. I mean, I've washed it, but I didn't get the stickers off of it, just because I couldn't be bothered, right? But yeah, anyway, I'm going to put it in the jar. Let's see if I can get it all over the shop. I might need to make a bit of a funnel. Actually, I'll do it with some paper. Just a sec. Here's a way to do it. So put it in just some paper. I've just got a flyer here from, what is it? Oh right, this is the doctor's surgery. And, you know, like I put it in a folded piece of paper like that to get it into the jar easily. There we are. There we go. And there's my fennel. You know, like to buy a jar like that in the supermarket, right? If it's full, right? That here, that's worth about $5 or $6, you know. And that's, you know, I just use the ends of the fennel bulb, which I bought for about $3. But then I get a jar of this as well. All right. So anyway, I'll leave it at that, and maybe I'll make something in a couple of days or whenever I feel like it. I'll make something and use it, and I might video that. Okay, so I'll leave it there and see you again soon. Probably tomorrow, no doubt. I think I'm going to do some painting tomorrow. I mean, I've got a couple of other things I've got to do, but I might finish the birds off on one of my tree paintings, and I'll post that. Okay, please like, share and subscribe, and you know, donations are always welcome in my PayPal link. If you find it in the description box below. I won't get it on there until tomorrow because I have to put it. Oh, anyway, I don't need to explain all that. Please like, share and subscribe anyway, and you know, I appreciate everybody that watches, and say thank you to my watchers and those that subscribe and like and share, and thank you. It is much appreciated, because I'm actually starting to get a little bit more up there in the algorithms, and being seen a little bit more, which will then allow me to, once I get to a certain quota, then I can I can monetize my site, and so at least then I get something back in return, right? I mean, I always like coming on here anyway, because I just like sharing my stuff, but I need to make a living as well, right? So I have various ways of doing that, so this is one of my avenues, so if you can support me, that's great. So anyway, see you later. Have a good night. Bye.